Are you ready?
I'm ready.
Well, there's a couple of different day ones. If I go back to day one, 100 square metre shed out in Redland Bay when we opened the first community, absolutely not. It was about, how do we create performance communities of like-minded people that just wanted to train hard, get it done and get great results. But if I fast forward to 2017 when we decided to franchise, absolutely was. It was about how do we become a household name in Brisbane first and then expand out into Australia. I guess how the brand's really been able to grow up and apply a level of support needed to actually run a franchise network. And I think back, up to location number 8, I think it was, I was the only full-time employee. We had a number of people around us that were incredibly passionate about the brand, but it was about who we could plug in at that time to support, and support at that stage looked like actually doing it for business owners. Myself, Anthony, Nikki, you were at every single open. Anthony was running the sessions most of the time. We were leaving that open day and throwing the keys to a business owner and then multiple calls week on week. Whereas I think about where the business sits right now, and it's actually a franchise group. It's actually a business. It's when someone comes to us and looks at Fitstop for an opportunity, they're buying a brand, they're buying a system, they're buying proven results that if they get to plug into that, they can amplify it, bring their own passion and purpose, and the sky's the limits.
Yeah, no, I definitely agree. I think just to add to that, in terms of us, we're now a proper franchise system where for our owners, they can go and jump onto our Fitstop Academy, which is our training and development platform. So we've got proper systems, proper structures, proper processes that's enhanced by people. Before we were really people driven, now we're process driven and enhanced through our team, through people, to really help our owners with the implementation stage. So I think that's the difference. The second thing is, in terms of the brand and the way that the brand actually looks, we've gone through a brand refresh. I mean, the commentary around a cardboard box doesn't come up anymore. So I think, we have really refined our brand to be more of that international, and we can, sit on that international stage now, which is really, really exciting. We know exactly who our member is, who the perfect avatar is, who our perfect owner is, so we've really identified that. So I think that, from 0 to 100, there has been a lot of learnings through, and a lot of refinement, and now we know exactly who we are.
Oh, most memorable moments. I think the thing I get teased most for is when I put a big sign up saying creating vibes and changing lives.
I'm fairly sure you stole that from Warner James.
Probably, but we won't tell Warner that. Like the things that stand out for me most is always the training part of it, the building community. I'll never forget the first kind of, I guess we'll call it real franchise opening, which was Slacks Creek, where we had 50 people turn up for one session. Maybe it was 75. It was insane, right? But to see a community formed from day one, that was our first taste of what this actually means to scale something outside of just us putting it together. Then the next big one for me was a Power Players event that we did that I think at this stage 15 or so locations came together. They're fit as Fitstoppers and throw down in Suncourt Piazza. Incredible event. There was a flash mob. People hired buses to come and attend. It was just an incredible celebration of yet again just communities coming together. So this year's been huge. Obviously we've got some really big key milestones as a company. Being able to set up the US now and build an office over there to partner with Lift Brands. Like there's a bunch of real cool commercial things we've done, but my highlights will always be the community coming together.
For me, I think it's always the first time you go through anything is always kind of a milestone. So when I left my career in recruitment, and stepped into our business, we had about 8 locations open, and so I stepped into the franchise recruitment role. So my very first, I guess, business that I was able to bring across the line was Fitstop Astro with Kelly.
Oh, yeah.
So for me, that's a really big milestone for someone to say, yeah, I trust you and I believe in this brand. And they were looking at other brands at the time. So that was pretty cool. And then to take someone from the journey of, the very first conversation right through to open day and see their faces kind of light up on open day. My favourite day is always open day because of that, because, for me, they've trusted me firstly, and then they've trusted the brand and the product and the systems kind of secondly. So When it comes to open day, it feels to me like I've delivered on the promise. Not that I promise anything, but I've delivered and we've fulfilled that, that business dream. So that's always exciting. I think for us, until number 60, with the exception of a couple, we went to every single open.
Yeah. Like Beck said, we went to every single open until actually we missed one. We missed Windsor because we took our first holiday. Going to every single open, I developed a bit of a tradition. After every open, I would eat Donut King donuts, the hot cinnamon ones. Everyone loves a good hot cinnamon donut, right? So I think I had to stop at about 21 because I actually ate the number of donuts of the location number we opened. So at 21 locations eating 21 donuts, I didn't feel amazing after it. The biggest thing for me, the product piece, I love seeing these communities. As we started to grow and evolve the brand, we really lent into our community value. We want to make a bigger impact. We want to create a global brand. We want people to move more so they live more. The number one vital sign or metric that matters, to us as a business is our lives impacted. That's our member number. So for me, every single day, it's about how do we open up more Fitstops, more homes functional fitness. How do we inspire more people to live more and move more, and I want to do that globally.
For me, I love the training, and I definitely genuinely believe that people should train in this way, because it has made such an impact, from my overall confidence, fitness levels, connection with other people, but really my number one driving force is, Fitstop has changed our life. If I look at kind of where we were and I'm sure we don't need to rehash kind of the past in terms of the sacrifices that we've made to get here, and they have been really big sacrifices, but if you're willing to make the sacrifice, what you can get back is huge.
Couldn't be here today without our community. Like we spoke about, we talk about lives impacted. We're so grateful that, we've, 22,000 people are part of our current community. I wish I knew the stats and data on how many people have actually physically come through the doors with Fitstop. You'd have to think it's in the hundreds of thousands, that Fitstop's touched in some way, shape or form. So from a member all the way through to an owner, to a multi-site owner, we thank you for believing in the brand and in so many ways actually being a part of building the brand. We get so much valuable input, feedback from our members, insight and input from our trainers, how the programs evolved, how the experiences evolved, down to the music we play, in all of our locations. So yeah, it's just a massive thank you. This is genuinely a community company. That's how I've always seen it. That's how we'll continue to grow.
Yeah, I think without our communities and our owners driving those communities, we absolutely wouldn't be here today. So I really mirror what you've said.
Fitstop, it's a family.